Hello, and today we're going to build out the podcast feature. The podcast feature is a great feature to offer in your mobile app. The hands-off feature allows you to integrate audio and video podcasts, which automatically update with the latest content to keep your audience in the know. After you integrate the feed, your work is done. The podcast feature is really great for the following industries: radio, church and temple, any organized religion that wants to either do a video or recording of their sermons, as well as public figures. I would also think that like DJs and musicians would also be kind of right up there in terms of industries that would be really good. I'm going to use another one here. We'll talk about life coaches and we'll talk about gyms. I think one of the biggest factors of making your gym app more engaging than I'm just using it to, check in for the day or whatever it may be, is the fact that you can provide content on there that motivates your gym goers. So whether or not it's a gym podcast, and in this case, I'm going to use the Gary Vee audio experience because he's super motivational, and I don't know how you can't get excited by listening to this guy. So I'm going to show you how to set that up. So as you can see, I've already added my podcast feature and already added my feature icon into my app here, Performance 22. In terms of settings, I can either display my podcast by ascending or descending order. I want to do ascending, so that way the newest ones are showing up first. And now it's going to ask me for a podcast URL. I can either put the RSS URL or the video RSS URL in there. So how do we get that? So first and foremost, I got to find the podcast, right? So with that being said, I found the Gary Vee audio experience. He has over 811 videos. So this guy's going to be some great content for my gym goers. I'm going to copy this podcast URL and I'm going to insert it in to this website, which is getrssfeed.com. It'll provide me with the RSS feed that I need for this particular podcast. I'm going to hit the search bar, and right below, it'll give me the Gary Vee experience, and I'm going to hit RSS, and now you'll see it gives me the RSS URL for this particular podcast. And I'm going to paste it into my podcast, and as you can see now when I go to native preview, and once it loads up, I'm going to hit motivate, and you'll notice that all of his podcasts are in there, which I think is really great. This is really great stuff, and it will automatically update. The podcast feature is definitely something you can monetize as well. One thing to think about is whether or not this is for religion or if this is for radio or public figures. They may want to charge for this particular feature. You could partition it off into membership. You can sell ad time during the podcast. That's featured on the application with a well-known user base. This is a really great application or a feature for your app, and definitely one you should consider the next time you have the opportunity. Thank you so much.